Welcome to our video series Easy Experiments to Understand a Complicated Earth. This series is produced by Escuela Nacional Preparatoria and the Centro de Geociencias Campus Juriquilla, UNAM. Hello everyone, especially you who are watching this video. My name is Sandy, and today I have a scientific question to solve. You may have the same one. Would you like to help me? Let's look for the answer. We are almost ready, but what do we need for the experiment? So easy, my friend. One transparent jar, it could be a cup or a vessel. The only condition is that it should be transparent so we can see well the phenomenon. One dropper, if we don't have a dropper, don't worry. We can use a cap of a ballpoint pen or a transparent straw with Play-Doh. Also, we will need a balloon and a pair of scissors. So now that we are ready, let's go! Let's make science! Okay, so basically put some water in the container and then the drop. Then put the balloon and start pressing until the dropper goes on. The main question is, why does the dropper goes on? We can see that after pressing, the dropper goes on and on. You might be thinking, what happened in our experiment? Well, let's find the answer. And for that, we will use our amazing blackboard. Come on! This phenomenon was explained by Pascal, and to understand his theory, first we need to understand that pressure is a force, and total pressure is the addition between atmospheric pressure and fluid pressure. Knowing this, he affirms that if an external pressure is applied to a contained fluid, the pressure in the fluid will increase, which takes us to an interesting relationship. The more force you apply, the more pressure would be found in the fluid. Of course, the pressure in the fluid will try to find a balance, which is the reason of why the fluid will go in various directions. If we have a very intense pressure, the fluid could go up or will come out by making a hole or holes depending on the pressure in the material. So, when we see fluids without movement, means there is a balance. However, when fluids have movement, a balance is trying to be found. This pressure or force could come from objects, our hand, or could be found in the nature, like atmospheric pressure or gravity. An example of this phenomenon is in the sewage and also in the pools. However, do you know the quantity of the fluid that goes up or comes out of the container? Well, it's an interesting question, and what Archimedes found is when we put an object, the fluid will make use of its force, a one that goes up, in contrast to the force of the object, the atmospheric pressure, and gravity. In order to find a balance, the object will be in certain point. Depending on the object, would be the quantity of fluid that goes up or comes out of the container, as you can see here. Let me ask you a question. Do you think we can see this phenomenon in our daily life? Of course we can. We can see it in balloons, in sports like diving, or even when we take a shower, like Archimedes said, Eureka. Also we can see it when we get a machine. So it's everywhere. Finally, how do you think boats float? Does it have a relationship with this phenomenon? So, as Archimedes has said, Eureka! We have found the answer. Let's continue searching. Be curious.